Greetings, multi-dimensional angels of the new Edenic timelessness, anchoring in the Christic codes of the 144. The emerald crystalline solar rays are transmitting the highest codes of eternal bliss consciousness. Our angelic team of the 144,000 manifest into this realm with the new earth codes embedded into our DNA memory storage, waiting for this time to be turned on and brought online. These are key codes for the collective activation of the new human of eternal life. This is what many call the Christ consciousness that has laid dormant, waiting for the right time to wake up and rise into the guardianship we have trained millennia for. This has not been an easy journey or mission, but we have prepared and are ready to take back our mothership of Terra Nova Gaia, to transform her into the paradise ship she was always meant to be, or what we can say was built for. We support her in this transition by living from our heart and transmitting our highest love and our highest light. Mother, Father, God, the Great Spirit of Divine Union are with us and support us in this great transformation we call the Great Awakening. With great faith and leonic courage, we rise above all core wounding and abuse and spread our angelic etheric wings of golden rays to wrap around Mother Earth and all her children, to ascend into the fifth dimensional timeline, where time equals art equals joy. We tap into the genie within, activating the passion of our true genius to assist all humanity in this great shift of the ages into the eternal golden age of peace and abundance for all sentient beings of infinite light. Aho! And with these powerful energies, frequencies, and codes flowing in, we had many activations all over Pachamama. We had 140 M1.5 or greater earthquakes all over Pachamama. The most powerful on the Ring of Fire, Kermadec Islands, New Zealand, 4.8. 12 of the Divine Goddess. Earlier today, Indonesia, 4.5, 154 kilometers depth, just south of the equator on the Ring of Fire. 45, 54, mirror of each other. 99, 1 in the middle. The universal one, always in the center. And the 99 portal, the 9910 Gree, the sky beings, most powerful, the thunder beings. Nicaragua, Central America, home of our Mayan elders. 4.3 activation, 33 kilometers depth, 333 encoded, the 33 divine mastery. Then we had the 4.8 in New Zealand. Then in the sacred portal of Haiti, 3.9, another 12 code. Puerto Rico, 3.0. Miyako, Japan, 4.6. Vanuatu, 4.5. Council of 9 coming in. 188 kilometers depth, 188. 88 Lionsgate, the Lyra Nation, New Lemuria, the Crown of Lemuria, Akutan, Alaska, United States, 4.0. Then we had another activation, Smith Valley, Nevada today, 3.7, 37 into 73, Heaven on Earth. Puerto Rico, 3.0, Alaska Peninsula, 3.3, Central Alaska, 3.0. Taiwan on the Ring of Fire, we had 2 activations, 4.2 and 4.6. San Antonio de los Cobres, foothills of the Andes Mountains, Kundalini of Pachamama, Argentina, 4.4, 206 kilometers depth, creating an 8-8 portal, 44 of the divine 44, fourth dimensional energy into the fifth, rising up, waking up. The whole Ring of Fire again today, totally lit up and activated, assisting Gaia in this great ascension. 414 of the 144, flowing in now. We now continue with the Sabian symbols. Right now the moon is at 5 degrees 43 minutes Libra. The sun is at 23 degrees 44 minutes Cancer. Another 4-4 portal. The current Sabian symbol for the moon at 6 degrees Libra. A man watches his ideals taking a concrete form before his inner vision. And the current Sabian symbol for the sun at 24 degrees Cancer. A woman and 2 men castaways on a small island of the South Seas, from astrologyweekly.com. And now my sacred Condor pulls a card for you today from the tarot deck Shadowscapes from Stephanie Poymoon Law and Barbara Moore. And the card she pulled for you today, Page of Swords. The Page of Swords holds a signet in her embrace, her body a living cradle to protect it from harm. She has a strong sense of purpose. Mirroring her attitude, the swans gather close above to shelter her with their strongly beating wings as well. They are vigilant guardians. Their watchful eyes take everything in. Their wings beat in a flurry to create an updraft that carries her through the night. She looks to the stars for guidance, following them as the sailors once did. The thin radiance of those distant points of light marks the trail to follow, as they have done since ancient times for those who know how to read their intricate patterns. Their webwork of light forms an arcane map. As she flies through the skies, they call to her and her companions, and the winds themselves. In a rush, the winds come billowing to heed that call. She welcomes them. If those winds shift suddenly beneath her wings, she is quick to adapt. She is aware of those subtle changes and knows how to compensate for them. She beckons to you, inviting you to rid your eyes of the clouded haze of too much daylight, and to see the path that the nocturnal guardians of the sky offer. The Page of Swords embodies honesty and truthfulness. She is unafraid to scrutinize her beliefs. She looks at the balance of black and white around her without condemning, and she knows the measure of her own soul. She is unafraid of emotion, though she does not let emotions rule the decisions she makes. Logic is what dominates her the most. Her mind is agile and analytical, and she uses that to guide her sense of purpose and assess situations. She stretches her perceptions to try to make room for the new and the unknown. And from Divine Sister of the Light, Karen Lithica, Angelic Light Expansion. Have you felt your light wings? As you travel the universe, feel the expansion of your galactic light wings, a tool like the Merkaba to assist in multiverse travel. Feel the crystalline angelic light encoded from the angelic kingdom, an aspect of your light history, part of your DNA that enables you to have additional light capabilities, Light Warrior. As you continue to learn about your starseed origins, unravel your library of light and learn about your light body capabilities. The gift of angel wings will arrive as you expand and grow, connect to your light body, and integrate your existence in this physical form. Crystalline light wings provide an overarching feeling of angelic awareness and support. They radiate a beautiful frequency of love to fly around Mother Gaia and the multiverse. Simply open your heart to the concept of receiving angelic wings and see what will unfold, waiting for you to visualize and align to their frequency, sending infinite blessings and love for your day. KarenLithica.com. And from Divine Sister of the Light, Laura Pleiadian, activating you as your eternal self. The last time I wrote it was before the powerful new moon, and Elsa was on its way to Nova Scotia. The storm Elsa knocked down trees and power outages occurred. The new moon energies continue to activate that which is to be activated within you uniquely. I have a lot more to share with you on the stars and how they impact you since the moment of your entering the hologram of Earth through having a body, commonly known as birth. When I walk each step, I see and know that it is not the eternal me walking. Sometimes it is as if I am floating, as even an idea of effort in steps does not exist. I see the moment you know these steps are actually not me. It is very surreal, and I am shown constantly how Earth is not the solid, external experience that most memory believes in as real. It is not the eternal real, as it is not the eternal me. I say memory because one is taught to believe in what one thinks is real and is not. Yet this is not the case for the true eternal reality. Eternal reality is a moment-to-moment flow. The focus of this eternal self is free to focus as it flows. Each step, yes, I am aware legs and feet are taking action that looks and appears as walking. Yet I am above the body, and I know I am allowing this experience of having a body to then function on Earth. I, the eternal self, are in fact animating the Earth experience. Without the eternal me, it would not exist. Nothing would on Earth exist as viewed from what is allowing this to take place. I, higher self, created the opportunity to observe and allow the body to walk, literally into a completely different parallel world, one in which the body was not accustomed to walking in or remembered, all through what would appear to be physical, yet the true experience is the eternal me, allowing and creating this appearance of physical in all moments. That is the hologram. The eternal me, allowing all experience, has no limitations whatsoever, because the eternal me does not know of any. I can be watching the body and also go into Atlantis in front of me, or enter a different galaxy and be present with stars. So too your eternal self knows not of limitation or boundaries that are physical. The physical world is not what you think, and your eternal self knows this also. Your access frequency has always been harmony through your heart. When you shift from being the physical to being your eternal God self, your master form, one step literally in every moment. This is how we shift completely into being present in the new earth experience, where all know not of limitation of what once appeared as physical limitations. This is being set free from the idea and belief of being stuck in a body, and more importantly from being the body itself. Here we live in the moment-to-moment eternal higher self-awareness, that we are that. We are eternity itself, the stars, the magic, all that we have desired. In this fulfilled state of being, the eternal one, we see the current earth for what it is, our creation, and recognize we can shift any idea that it has to appear how we once identified it with being the body, and shift completely over to creating the new earth, being the ascended ones, entering being that which dreams are made of. Yet we are the creator of the dream. That which is beyond what we can see and know is just that, the appearance of a barrier to worlds upon worlds of limitless creation. Step into this more moment to moment, and through these words, we have already activated you into this. We speak directly to your eternal self, who knows and recognizes us, as we are eternity itself. In this love, we celebrate this shift to this freedom for all who are ready. We activate you more now, and now forevermore. From the new DivineHumanity.com, and from Divine Sister of the Light, Judith Kusel. We are in the midst of the most powerful changes, and with it an immense outpouring of the Holy Spirit, the Shekinah. With it the white flame is now purifying in the highest degrees, as the immensely powerful energy grids are being reactivated in the sacred temples of light. The new earth is now standing fully in her glorious new garments, and is accelerating into the seventh dimensional state and higher. In the midst of all this, chaos and destruction will seeming rise, and thousands of souls will exit the planet. Most because their soul contracts have been fulfilled, others because they do not wish to step into the new earth, and some because they wish to abort mission. This is their own free will and choice. In truth, there is no death, merely a shedding of the physical vessel, and then reassuming the soul existence. As one is reunited with one's other soul parts within the soul group and the galaxy of origin, with this immense purification, so much will now surface in the collective which needs to be healed, cleared, and forgiven, and released. I found that with all the chaos and destruction in KwaZulu-Natal, I had to go deeply into my own ancestral history and go and clear out all which was there in collective trauma and pain, in whatever form or way. Now note that in clearing ancestral trauma, one needs to go into the country trauma and woes as well, for every country has its own emotional baggage, and add to this its own karmic residues. As I was clearing this, I was reminded of an incident which occurred in and around which caused my own dark nights of the soul, and where in the end I resigned from my dead-end job. At that time I had someone from the Zulu royal family working with me as one of the staff members. As I had at that time left Natal behind, and I was traveling and writing my book, news reached me that she had died of AIDS. I will never forget how I was sitting writing when suddenly she appeared to me in her soul or spirit form. It was so unexpected, but I knew she had something important to tell me. Kosazana, I need to ask you for forgiveness. What they did to you was not right, and I kept quiet at the time, for I feared my job. I want to ask you for forgiveness, for I cannot leave without asking you this, for you were always good to me. I was deeply touched, and I forgave her and indeed blessed her, with tears running down my cheeks, What happened next I will never forget, and this was reiterated this morning in context of what is now happening in KwaZulu-Natal. The whole royal lineages appeared behind her, and they filled the whole of Africa, and they were blessing me. I was sobbing as I experienced the power of forgiveness and the power of love. Forgiveness is ultimately freeing, not only to you, but to all other souls involved. Last night during my weekly teaching session on Zoom, my students were sharing the power of forgiveness, of clearing and cleansing with me, as I teach in my courses. More than this, I did more cleansing and clearing, and a deep releasing of pain with them afterwards. Forgiveness of self, here included, as within every pain in the body, there are underlying emotional charges which need to be dissolved, forgiven, and released, with shame, blame, and guilt. We all agree that the more the inner work is done, the freer, lighter, and brighter one becomes, and one is lifted ever higher. And this is the process of transfiguration into the new earth. What the world needs now as the old earth and old humanity dissolves is forgiveness and unconditional love more than ever before. The letting go of all shame, blame, and guilt. More than this, to finally understand that all the old patterns, the old behaviors, the old programming, the anger, the hatred, the fears cannot be taken with you into the new earth. This applies to the individual as much as the collective. Yet in the ultimate state where one has stepped into the new earth, one will step into a totally new creation and create from the heart and soul of unconditional love and thus unity and harmony, not only with other souls but with Mother Earth and all upon her, as all creatures, all creation are divine and carry the same divinity within it as we do too. The divine lives in all of us equally. From JudithKusel.com. From Divine Sister of the Light, Amanda Lawrence. Wayshowers. Today, a pale blue collective portal has been opened whereby we now can in physical body be the harmonic frequencies of what we loosely describe as the angelic realm. This realm is not apart from us over there unless we are in a separational state. It's potentially opened up within us, is us, here. No longer do we need to search outside of ourselves with the idea it is a realm or group of beings outside of us, because one by one we are rising our human consciousness frequencies to match those various energetic states, spaces. Many human beings came here to re-embody the range of angelic energies while in human form. No need to search for connection to these particular frequencies in a meditation or via astral travel. People caught up in the astral planes and its lure will eventually let go of astral in order to finally move past its lower fourth density, go past it into the fields beyond the astral enticements and unseen hooks and attachments picked up there. What we describe as angelic is a range of particular energetic harmonics. We become the conscious awake vibrations of this range of frequencies and emit them if we traverse through today's portal that is now open and remains open to traverse through when we have the same matching energetic frequency as said portal. We, in waking consciousness, can now give out, through conscious awareness, and vibrational forms, energies of this range, of what we call angelic. We do so by getting the human mind out of the way, becoming an emptied mind and vessel. It just comes through our vehicle, with heart wide open. It moves our body, particularly our unique energetic wings and vibrational patterns, giving out those energies in service to all. You will know consciously when this happens to you when you experience this specific energy range. So many labels used for decades within the spiritual arena will be dropped, just phrases that serve their absolute purpose, awaiting this unfolding collective timeline and this massive acceleration in collective consciousness, human frequencies. Energy abilities become far more indescribable in human words. We just do it, give it out in service. Energy just is, and at such variable, infinite frequencies. Wow, so much to play for and so much more we become and expand into being. Nothing can stop us now, as the greater love magnetizes us together, slowly but surely. Bear in mind the weighting scales I always use as a metaphor. So just as we expand and rise in frequency, so the old game crumbles, and so the lower 4D resistance, darker astral energies attempt to slow down the rise of the collective humanity. Yet as we rise, so our energetic sensitivity increases. Thus our discernment becomes much quicker and easier to see through and navigate. Reading energy becomes instant. Within, no brain required to work anything out. Energy just is. Love just is. And being it is the only frequency that expands us. It is our heart light, expanding us again and again and again as we go. So much love to all, Amanda Lawrence. And from the order of the star, victory is soon, liberation is soon. Massive light ships are uncloaking over every continent in a rare phenomenon we like to call rainbow cloud ships, and also revealing to many of the awakened starseeds in their dreams. The near future, there will be the most profound event that will be unlike anything ever experienced in human history. There are millions upon millions of light ships above us now waiting for the green light. On the physical plane, the Chimera's underground bases are finally cleared and many hostages were saved. We waited so long for it, but it finally happened. Now the light forces can move to their next target. Every day we are getting closer to the ultimate victory and the event. As the light forces progress, the event gets closer and closer. Many of us see the event happening in the next 6 months to a year. So that means by 2022 the event will happen. Finally we will have reached 100% completion in the liberation of Earth and humanity. Earth is surrounded by magnificent, powerful, pure cosmic light energy that penetrates Earth's surface and is assisting humanity tremendously in the great shift. This cosmic light energy will keep on shining through until everything and everybody on Earth is fully integrated with this new energy. Slowly but surely you all will feel the shift change that is already happening. We are in this together as one and as one. We will create a better world together. So it is and so be it. Light and love is victorious. And from Divine Bro Star to Light Paul, Dobry, Carey, one world, one heart, one love. This is a time for finding balance within and to integrate the earth energies with the physical body to adjust to a similar resonance. We bring our head down from the clouds in the form of dissension to take a look at our current position, where we are, what we are doing, and who we are becoming. And in doing so, some may find that they want to go back to the clouds again, to meditate or just go back to sleep. It seems so much easier sometimes to go within than go without. Descension takes place when we integrate more awareness of the higher self within our grounded energy bodies, mental, emotional, and physical. By bringing down the I Am monad into your sacred diamond heart, this will further raise the frequency vibrations within you. The effect of this will feel as if you have turned up the heat and light inside, just like a diamond formed under extreme pressure. Higher awareness of self will provide greater clarity of purpose, and the result will be that the world around you will start to feel and look quite different. This experience can range from total bliss to complete disorientation as you attempt to understand the flow of higher source energy passing through you. The language of light key codes currently emanating from the central sun bring new patterns of consciousness into your energetic bodies. The mental body is releasing survival patterning. The emotional body is releasing external attachments and desires for material objects and conditional relationships, so you can begin to live more in the now moment. This will make this part of the journey a bumpy ride if you try and hold on to existing patterns of behavior within your matrix, especially when you look around you and see the chaos, fear, concern, and worry that seems to frequent so much of others' time and efforts. When dissension takes place, the sensations felt are of heat, vibration, or electricity. As higher light infuses into the energy bodies from the higher self, it can feel as if the body's molecular structure is separating. Loss of identity, not knowing who you are or your purpose in life, what you are truly feeling or where you are going. Spend this time consistently raising your vibration so that you and your beloved Earth Mother are singing the same tune and resonating as one. Your energy bodies are clothed in her garments anyway. This will not be an effort. It is not something to reach for, stretch to, or climb up. No promotion, certificate, award, or presentation required. Just something to allow to happen. Strong roots, deep grounding, and intentional meditation. Join your sacred heart and sacred mind with the consciousness of Gaia. Become light in every way. Release the burdens of your past trials and tribulations to allow your diamond core to become as light as a feather. Any blocks in any way stop your flow of light as love. As the sun's cosmic gaze spotlights the changes taking place, Movements take place deep within the planet, resulting in emotional outbursts as intensive weather patterns blow hot and cold, a hint of things to come as our Earth Mother shakes and breaks her birthing waters and crowns the golden age that is soon to be upon us. With love and blessings, from PolarisAB.com. And from Divine Sister of the Light, Carolyn, servant of Yahweh. God is here, offering you his staff to comfort you in the presence of the enemy. Have no fear, beloveds. You are becoming more grounded, confident, and stable through this emotional healing we've been experiencing since Aries season. God's plan is to make us fruitful and wise through this level of training. We have had to clear all the criticism we received in childhood as an adult to return to wholeness within. The negative words and critical judgments you received became your truth. Relationships you attracted also reflected these core wounds based on your value and worth at that time. These lies that were injected into the soul are now being eradicated. You are able to correct judging yourself and criticizing others. Understanding this bigger picture is supporting attaining peace and closure. You are returning back to wholeness and morphing into the light body. Whatever remaining people or situations that still have been keeping you bound are ending today. Destiny of your soul's plan is commanding this ends today. Quickly you are rapturing out of whatever is keeping you suppressed from the past. Game over. When I woke up I heard that World War III is over. Agenda depopulation has ended. The day of the Lord is imminent, so you can prosper and thrive now. Personally, this means deceptive people can no longer lure you, deceive you, and block your union. Because you are in the flesh, your role has been to learn and understand the devil, the ways of the devil, and how to stand up and say no to the devil. It's been hard and scary, but you did it. Now God is doing it. There is a new level of protection around you from Spirit, protecting, guiding, supporting your journey back home into your original divine union. In Jesus Christos' name, Amen. From Carolyn Kundalini, Twin Flames. And from Divine Sister of the Light, Leah, Whitehorse, Lua Astrology. Sun in Cancer, trine Neptune, retrograde in Pisces. Chiron stations retrograde in Aries. After traveling in forward motion for the past 7 months, the wounded healer turns on his heels and begins to retreat. It's time now to reflect upon any pain that has arisen during this period. Consider, where did you realize you were vulnerable? Where did you lack initiative? Where were you afraid to go it alone? Who or what hurt you? Whether it is personal experiences or the weight of the world, we need to cleanse the wounds and accept the scars so that they do not fester and infect future plans. Be aware of your triggers. The sun's trine to holy Neptune softens the pain of Chiron's lance. Compassion flows through feelings under this magical vibration. You may have a sense of being part of the intricate web of cosmic connection. Impressions, visions, and dreams flow thick and fast as your aura expands to receive comfort and unconditional love from the universe. You are supported by hidden helpers. Transcend the ordinary and experience the extraordinary. Make a wish, meditate, pray, or ask for guidance. From LeahWhitehorse.com. And today from the Tzolk'in Times, Kin 213, Red, Overtone, Skywalker. Overtone is the name for the number 5, and its keywords are empower, command, and radiate. The gear changes in any wave spell are linked by the color of the first day. So as this is the red moon wave spell and the first day is red, then the 5th, 9th, and last day are the same color. These gear changes shift the energy of the wave spell. The first day begins the journey. Today, the 5th day, marks the point where the energy noticeably increases. The 9th day is high gear and the last day marks the end. Today, we can all make use of this gear shift and harness that energy. This is why it is an empowering number. So here's a high five to all you folks. Today is Red Skywalker, and it represents wakefulness, space, and exploring. An empowered Skywalker is quite a force to be reckoned with, but in a good way. Skywalkers always entice us to go exploring, to think outside the box, and be a little unconventional. Today we can all shapeshift into Skywalkers and enjoy the feeling of empowerment through our brave adventures. This is especially useful if you've been struggling to solve a problem lately, because by looking at the situation in a new way, a way that you normally wouldn't see, this could give you the insights you need. Think of it as an exercise in not being you for a moment and trying to see things as if you were someone else. The guide today is the red dragon, which symbolizes birth, nurturing, and being. It's a very interesting day with empowering adventures led by a dragon. This suggests that we are being encouraged to do something new and to feel nurtured by that decision. And from Divine Bro Star of the Light, Roger Grossman, today is Red Overtone Skywalker Day on the 13 Moon Dream Spell Mayan calendar. Red Skywalker Tribe 13 of the 20 Solar Tribe Archetype Cycle explores wakefulness, space. Red Skywalker encourages you to explore space inside and outside of yourself. While exploring inner and outer space, remain wakeful and aware of your surroundings. Your wakeful and aware explorations may take you into the dream state or any other plane of existence. Remaining wakeful and aware while exploring will reveal new things, places, and ideas to you. When you return from your explorations, these new gifts that you picked up along the way will allow and encourage you to share them with others. When you share these messages with others, you bring the process full circle, thereby helping bring the realms of heaven and earth closer together. Overtone of Radiance, Step 5 of the 13th Step, Creative Energy Cycle, empowers, command, radiance. The number 5 is circular, centering, and radiant. A perfect circle forms around a 5-pointed star. If you look at 5 as it appears on the face of dice, there are 4 dots in the 4 corners, the 5th dot in the center. 5 radiates outward from the center, having achieved a solid foundation of 4 to build upon. During yesterday's self-existing tone of form, you now find yourself gravitating toward your center in a centered state of being. When you are able to get centered, you are then also dwelling in your physical center. When you become physically, emotionally, and energetically centered, you can make your way more easily into your heart center, the place where you radiate outward from and are perceived by others in ever-widening rings. Radiate from your heart center, exploration, wakefulness, and space. Day 5 of the 13-day cycle themed Red Moon purifies, flow, universal water. And today from Divine Sister of the Light, Christina Papa Giorgio, Red Overtone Skywalker, Kin 213, 15th July 2021, Radiant Expansion. 15-7-2021 equals 675 equals 612 equals 63 equal 9. 15 Charisma, Spiritual Alchemy. 7 Mystic, Magic, Spiritual, Initiation, Solitude. 5 Freedom, Change, Transformation, Liberation. 6 Heaven, Christ Consciousness, Harmony. 3 Holy Trinity, Joy, Creativity. 9 Destiny, Service, Humanity, Grace, Endings. 369 Tesla Code. Kin 213 equals 6 Heaven, Christ Consciousness. A radiant manifestation portal of infinite expansion through new birth. Day 5 in the Red Moon wave spell of the Goddess, who is enhancing our intuition and sensitivity as we purify our vessels in order to find our natural flow. Today we are exploring how to expand our reality through infinite radiance and commanding it into being, opening the floodgates for greater flow. Tone of Creation, Overtone, Tone 5 in the spiritual realm, Action commands, Power empowers, Essence radiance. The emphasis today is on empowerment and radiance through the action of command. Number 5 represents the center, core purpose, foundation, and central intent. It is the center of the wheel from which all the spokes emanate. This is the phase where the energy of creation returns to the center and then radiates outwards. Overtones command the unbounded. They order it to be, and so it becomes. Their power radiates from their soul essence through a pure connection to Source. This is the true source of unlimited power. Today we are empowering our authority through new leadership opportunities. The overtone tone aligns beautifully with today's hidden superpower, the yellow star, which wants us all to sparkle and glow. The challenge today is to release your limitations to infinite abundance by shifting your frequency to 0-point source energy, finally realizing that anything is possible in the infinite playground we occupy as creator beings. Expand your being into pure states of consciousness today in order to totally align and fully open the cosmic floodgates to prosperity and greater joy. And so mote it be, precious hearts, a brilliant day for dreaming, astral traveling, time traveling, and skywalking. Tune in and align with the endless cosmic flow. It is time to take command of your life and expand into unlimited avenues for expansion of your soul's desires and purpose. Today's question is, how can I birth a greater, more empowered, and radiant version of my expanded self through my soul's desires and greater divine purposes, divine blessings for exploring and expanding into endless realms of possibility today? In La Kekala Kin, Christina White, Magnetic World Bridger, Kin 66. Kin 213, Red Overtone Skywalker. The mantra, the code for today is, I empower in order to explore. Commanding wakefulness, I seal the output of space. With the overtone tone of radiance, I am guided by the power of birth. And beloved beings of light, let us know what you're going to birth into this realm, into this reality in the comments below. Let us know how you're feeling, what you're seeing, your visions, your dreams, and your synchronicities. Let us know where you are on your sacred journey. And if you're new to the channel, please sure to subscribe. Click a subscribe button below and the little bell to get notifications on future updates. And as always, we have a link in the description below to the transcriptions of today's transmissions, and we archive these on our website, primedisclosure.com. I'd like to thank everyone for supporting us in our work and mission. We rely on our monthly pledges on Patreon and our donations for our daily living expenses. So if you'd like to vote for us to continue doing this work, you can make a monthly pledge on the link for whitegoldeagle.com or on patreon.com/prime disclosure, or you can make a one-time donation at our PayPal link at Eagle Love Condor. So thank you all for supporting our work, and for those that keep voting for us to continue on our great mission of manifesting heaven on earth, the new earth. And we do rely on your kindness and generosity through your contributions to continue these great works. Namaste. We appreciate those of you that find value in the work that we do. Now I'd like to also thank everyone supporting my Sacred Condor's art business on Etsy. You can purchase her beautiful handmade goddess totems, the zodiac goddesses, and other works of art at lunagoddessart.com. Now we are going to complete today's transmissions with powerful codes from our Pleiadian bro stars and sisters of the light. Pleiades 1 messages, July 15, 2021. P1 calling Terrans for origins recognition. Attention for calls in PVSE-SDE. MID kings are definitively deposed. Tensions keep decreasing. Quantum adjustments of wisdom are intensified. Ethics are raised even more crystalline. Ancestral wisdoms continue to promote healing. Specific nodes are harmoniously undone. Time distortions are harmonized. Creativity is expanded in old mages. Final divine providence are taken. Sacred circles are empowered. Sacred numerology is enhanced. Attention, Neva. Port 144 released. Divine teaching standards are announced. Nevic support in tune, 36% non-regressive. Port 144 released. Divine teaching standards are announced. Nevic Terran reverberation, 34% non-regressive. Numerological masters introduce themselves. Temporarily end of transmission, Pleiades 1. Supporting active missionary channels from disclosurenews.it. And with that, beloved beings of light, we thank you for joining us on this most auspicious day of manifesting the new Jerusalem. Today, before shipping our divine bro star Preston's sacred instrument, the bull roarer, he sent me a message with the code 888, and as my queen weighed this sacred instrument, it was 8.8 ounces. So we came in with the 88 code, which is going to be coming through for this 88 portal on August 8th, the Lion's Gate. The Lyran Nation is coming through. You can tap into this. You can see the figure 8 on either side of your heart center, and in the middle, the still white magnetic light, the 1 in the middle of the 88 portal. This is activating the final Omega point. This is the ultimate end of all ends as we begin the new of all news, what we call the new earth, or the simulation of eternal heaven, eternal life. This is the unconscious made conscious. This is the eternal bliss consciousness. It is the Garden of Eden, but in a conscious state. The original garden was paradise, but unconscious. What good is paradise and beauty and truth if it's not even known, if it's unconscious? What we want as conscious co-creators of heaven on earth is eternal bliss consciousness. We want to be in bliss. This is happiness, this is joy, this is peace, this is harmony. We want it eternally. It's not that we want it now and then in the future lose it. We are never going to fall from grace again. We didn't come through all these timelines and dimensions and lower our soul star spark into this realm of Hades, of suffering, just for the fun of it. We came on mission as warriors of the light, and nothing can stop us. We came here because we challenged ourselves. We stood up to the challenge. We stood up for humanity. We stood up for Gaia. We are the guardians of the new ship, the spaceship Mother Earth, Terra Nova Gaia. And we bow down or back down from nothing and no one. We are empowered with the divine light of Source. Truth is our sword. Love is our shield. I and my sacred Condor activate you in this now, warriors of the light. There is nothing to fear, not even fear itself. It was all a lie. It was all an illusion. But we came to transform the lies and the illusion to that which is real, which is unconditional love, through our Christ consciousness, through our Buddha consciousness, as one divine source, manifesting in infinite ways. We tap into the genius within, which is our infinite creative potential, and rise into the glory and the dawning of the new, eternal golden age of infinite light and infinite life. And together we are much better. Love has won victory to the light. So, beloved being of light, keep walking gently your sacred path with heart, shining your bright virtue with no hindrance into this field, into the void, into the silence and stillness, waking up everyone in its path and wake. And always remember, I am the way, the truth, and the light. I am the life. I am that I am. And with the power of my mighty I am presence, I manifest all that is my heart's desire. Be sure to make it the best day ever. The eagle and the condor love you all. Namaste.